Hi programmers, welcome back to my channel Fun with Python. In today's lecture, we'll be discussing about strings. So what do you understand by string? String is a Python data type. String is a Python data type that accepts collection of words, or more precisely you can say collection of characters. Okay? Strings can be represented by single quotes or double quotes. Both of them will work for string. This is for single line string. If you want multi-line string, we can use triple quotes. That will give multi-line strings. Okay? Now, next what we need to understand is strings are immutable. What do you mean by immutable? What do you understand by immutable? Immutable means whenever we are creating a string, it cannot be changed. So keep it in your mind, it cannot, it cannot be changed. Okay, once you have created the string, it cannot be changed. It's not possible for a string to be changed. Okay, next important concepts that we will see is indexing in string. Indexing in string. So before going to indexing in string, let us just call a string. Let's see how we can call a string. Suppose the name of the string is str1 will give. Okay. Now we can use single quotes, or we can use double quotes, or we can use triple quotes. So we'll write fun with Python. Okay. So if you write this, that means we are calling a string whose name is fun with Python. Now just print this string, print str1. What will be the output? It will give me the output like fun. I'm so sorry, it's in small letters. So fun with Python. Okay, so this is the output. Now let's understand the indexing. It's very important in strings. Okay. So this f will be 0, this is 1, this is 2. Strings take space also, so this will be 3, this will be 4, this will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay, we have negative indexing also. So this will be -1, this will be -2, this will be -3, this will be -4. Let me write properly. This is -1, this is -2, this is -3, this is -4, this is -4, this is -5, this is -6. Space is also taken and so on. So remember, string indexing is very important, because whenever we will try to access a string, we will be accessing through either through positive indexing or through negative indexing. So that's all about string. In the next part of the video, we'll run all the operators of strings in Google Colab platform. So let's go ahead.
In today's video, we'll discuss about the operations that we can use in a strings, or in our words, we can say we'll play with the strings, right? So before that, let me take a string. Suppose string 1 equal to, we can use double quotes or single quotes to take strings. So fun with Python, okay, that is a string we are taking. We can have single line strings also, we can have multi-line strings also. So let me just call this again str2. So multi-line के लिए we need triple quotes. Okay, then we'll print the string. Print str1 will print the string of str1, and then we can print the string of str2 to see the differences. Okay, so it's fun with Python. Instead of print, you can directly write str1. That will give you the string, but with the quotes also. It will print as it is the quotes. Okay. So this is all about calling a string. Now we'll see how we can index the string. So let's call print str1 of 0th location. Let's see what is there in 0th location. That means first element, that is f. You can have 2. Second location may 0, 1, 2, n is the second location. It considers the spaces also. So if you give 3, after fun we have a space, so it's showing an empty space. Okay. We have seen negative indexing also. So let's see whether it works properly or not. Yes, last element is being printed. This is -1, so this is -2. So if I go ahead with -3, it should give me H. Bingo, we have got a H. So this is indexing a particular string. Now we'll see slicing of a string. How strings are sliced? Print str, str, suppose from 0, 1, 2. From second element to 12th element I am printing. That means if I see my string str1 from second element to 12 I am writing. 12 means it will take n plus 1. That means till 11th elements it will show. Okay, so it's 0, 1, 2. So from n it will start 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Till t it should print because it's n plus 1. So it's 11 plus 1. I'm so sorry, str1 is the string name. Okay, so till t it's print. Okay, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's till 11 it's printing. Now for this slicing, we can have negative indexing also, right? -2. -2 means this is -1, this is -2. So it will print till H. That means till -3. This is also n plus 1, so it will print till H. So let's see. Yes, it's printing till H. So this is your slicing in with strings. Okay. Now we can reverse a string also. In a simple command, with a simple command, we can reverse the whole string. str1, str1. Okay. And then -1. This will reverse the string. Let me just run it and see whether it reverses. Yes, it's fun with Python. It reverses the whole string. Now, second we'll see the replace function in a string. Okay, how the replace function works. So what we'll see, str1 dot replace. Okay, how it replaces. Suppose I want to replace. Let me just print my string 1. This is my string 1. So I want to replace W with T. So what I'll write, W, comma, T. So it will just replace W with T. Instead of with, it's tith now. If you want, you can replace the W with a space also. Okay. So that can also be done. See, W is being replaced with a space. Okay. So that is a replace syntax in with strings in Python. Next, what we'll see concatenation of two strings. Okay, we have a string 1. Now we'll take another string. Suppose string 2 is equal to double fun. Double fun. We can take single, double, any quotes we have seen. So let's take string 3 is equal to string 1 plus string. I'm so sorry. String 2. Print. I'm so sorry. String 3 is equal to string 1 plus string 2. Okay, and then you need to print the string 3. Though we are doing addition, but since it's a string, so we call it concatenation. Now you can see fun with Python, double fun. There is no space, but we want a space. So what we can do, we can take a space here, then again concatenate them. Then it will show you proper output. See, fun with Python and then double fun. Okay, so concatenation of the strings we can do this way. We can have n number of strings concatenate together with various symbols or spaces. Okay, now next is a little important syntax. We'll see the format syntax. Format syntax is basically used, suppose we want to replace a particular value with something else. Okay, so that time we use the syntax. So let's take an example. Suppose text is equal to some text I am taking. My name is this F1. I'm not sure right now. I want to replace at the runtime, or maybe will replace sometime else. Okay, comma, I am I am I am of I am 30 years and that years old, suppose. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just take age here. Okay, age. Now what we'll do, we'll put in the format syntax, we'll put whatever we want to enter for fn and for age. So f name is equal to, give a name, suppose John, comma, we want a declaration for age also. Age is equal to, suppose, 23. Okay, let's see whether it runs properly or not. Yes, it is running. Let's just print this text. Print txt. Yes, my name is John. I am 23 years old. Okay. Now, let me just take one more thing. Let me take everything in small letter to understand few operators. This is not required. Okay, fine. You can keep it. To understand few functions with string. Okay. So my name is John. I am 23 old. 23-year old or 23 old. Fine. Now what we'll do, we'll see the capitalized syntax. What do you mean by capitalized? It converts your string to your text to a sentence case. Okay. Capitalize. So it will convert M to capital letter only because it's converted to, it converts our sentences to your what do you call it, sentence cases. Okay. Yes, my name is John. Okay. Next we can have lower syntax also. Let's take lower. So text dot lower, yes, we'll convert everything into lower cases. Okay. Now, next what we can take is center. Okay. Center is a syntax or function which is used to pad spaces between values. Okay. Let me just discuss about it. So suppose I am writing center 24. Let me count how many values I have. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28. Okay. So 28 values are there. So let me just write 25 here. Then you'll understand more. See, there is no space because 28 is there. Let me write 29. You can see a space. Okay. So what it'll do, it'll count the number of values or count the number of characters in that string till after collector. Suppose here we have 28, so 29 minus 28, 1, so it's giving me one space. So if I write 50, the space will increase. That means it will remove this 28 values, and then other than 28, that means your 22 value will be given as a space. 22 places will be considered as a space. Okay. So that is padding we can do. We can give space. Okay. Now next syntax we can do is we'll count a particular letter. Suppose count A. Let's see A. I'm so sorry, it's a string, so obviously we need this. See, it has twice A is there. Name A and I. And remember, this is case sensitive. Okay. Suppose we have twice I. So let me make one I to be capital. Okay. Let me make one I to be capital. So let's see I. See, though I was two times is and this I, but since I made this to be capital, that's why it is counting only one. So it's called case sensitive. If you ask to check for small I, it will check only for small I. If I make this to be smaller, so let me just check. If I make this to be smaller, it should give me count to be 2. Okay. So that is count. One more syntax we can take is ends with. Ends with, it will return either true or false. Suppose ends with I. Does my syntax end with I? No, it doesn't end with I. So what I'll write, does my syntax end with D? Yes, my syntax end with D. So it is returning either true or false. Thank you so much, guys. This is all about strings.